Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you my very own Zobo recipe. Guys, this recipe is dear to my heart. Like, I've been making and enjoying this Zobo recipe for years now. And I was like, you know what, let me just put this thing out there. Stop being selfish with this recipe. Put it out there, show it to people, allow them to enjoy this very healthy Zobo drink you've been enjoying all these years. So guys, I'll be sharing this recipe with you, and it is very easy to make. Like, you don't even need to know how to turn on the gas to be able to make this recipe. It's very easy, it's super delicious, and it is 100% healthy. So if you're interested in recipes just like this, please kindly just click on the like button right now. And if you decide to subscribe, oh, that would make my day. That would really make my day. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So for this delicious Zobo drink, you're going to be needing hibiscus leaf, which is also called Zobo leaf. And here I'm just picking out the ones that are not so good. If you buy it from the supermarket, you don't have to do this picking out of the not so good ones. You can just go ahead and use it directly. But the ones from the local market, you find a lot of dirt in them. So I just prefer to pick it out every time. And the next thing we'll be doing is to cut our vegetables and fruits that we'll be using. And you're going to be needing cucumbers. I hope I'm pronouncing that well. Okay, so you're going to be needing cucumbers for this, or cucumber. Cucumber. Pardon me, guys. Anyways, I'm just going ahead to cut my cucumber into smaller sizes. And once you're done cutting this, you just set this aside. You find every of the measurements in the description box below. And guys, if you're still watching, please kindly like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people. And the next thing that we're going to be cutting is our orange. So I'm just removing the skin of the orange here. I cut it into quarter, like I cut it into 4 places. So generally you just need to cut one orange into 4 places, and then I'm just removing trying to remove the seed out of it. So I'm just cutting this part out so that I'll be able to access any seed that is in the orange. And once you're done cutting it, the next thing you do is to just set this aside, and then you're done with the orange. And then we'll move on to the next fruit, which is our pineapple. And guys, for your Zobo drink, because we're not going to be using sugar for this recipe, yes, I'm giving you heads up, you're not going to be using sugar for this recipe, but it's still going to be really sweet. You need to get very sweet pineapple if you want it to be sweet. This pineapple here that I'm using is super lovely. So I peeled the pineapple and I'll just set this ones aside, and then I'll cut the pineapple into smaller sizes as well, and then I'll set that aside. And the next item we're going to be using is date. Yes, date is what we're going to use to sweeten our healthy Zobo. So this is a different type of date that is popular in the Nigerian market. This one I got it from the supermarket, so I'm just de-seeding it. And if you can't find this one around, you can definitely use a local date, which is this one. Some of them comes pre-soaked and some of them are hard, just like this. If you can't find the pre-soaked one, or the ones that are a little bit soft, all you have to do is to just soak this in water for about 6 hours. You can do this overnight also in your refrigerator. So I'll just set this aside for about 6 hours, and after 6 hours you can see here that it has nicely softened. But I always advise that you wash the dates before soaking it so that you can use the liquid if you're using this type of dates. So I'm just going to de-seed this one if I will be using this one. So you just de-seed it. It's still as sweet as the first one I showed you, just whichever one you can find. So once you're done, you just set this aside. The next thing you're going to be needing is your ginger. Ginger is very important in this recipe. So I'm just using the spoon to peel off the skin of the ginger. And guys, you don't have to peel off the skin. I've seen articles saying that the skin of ginger has a lot of benefits. So just peel it or not peel it if you want. So I'm pouring in my fruits, the orange, pineapple, cucumber, dates, ginger, and then some water into the blender. So I'll just blend this nicely. Make sure that you blend it until it is very smooth. But if you have a juicer, you can definitely do this with a juicer. I don't own a juicer, that's why I'm blending this. But if you have a juicer, you can definitely use a juicer. And so once I was done blending this, I'll just transfer this into a strainer. I'm using this fine mesh, this fine clothes strainer. Some people also call it cheesecloth. There are other types. Some of them are made with linen, some of them are actually made with like cotton material. Whichever one you have, even if you have the stainless steel strainer that is very fine, you can go ahead and use that. So I'm just getting all the juice, like every juice I can get in this fruit. You just make sure that you strain it properly, and then once you're done, you set the juice aside. Transfer this into your fridge so that it can be cooling while you go ahead to prepare your zobo. So here I'm just rinsing my zobo, and then I'll transfer this into a pot once I'm done. Adding the pulp you got after straining the juice, pineapple peel, kanafuru, also called clove, and your cinnamon stick. Add some water into it, and guys, please, when you're cooking your zobo, you're not trying to boil the spirit and soul out of your zobo. You're just trying to rehydrate your zobo leaf. So cook it on low heat. You can see how it is simmering here. That's how it should be cooked for 30 minutes. Then you remove it from the heat, allow it to just cool down for about 40 to 1 hour until it's properly cooled down. Then you pour it into your cheesecloth, your strainer. Any type of strainer that you have that is really fine is what you want to use. And then you go ahead to strain this. Here I'm just doing all formality because of course it's on camera and I wanted everywhere to be really clean. On a normal day, I'll properly wash my hand and I'll press this. I'll press it very well until I get the last juice out of my zobo. So once I was done, I transferred this into a bigger bowl, and now the juice that is in the fridge should be really cold out at this time. So I'll just pour the juice into it and I'll give this a very good mix. So guys, it's really very easy to make your zobo drink, and this is super healthy, and it is also very sweet. Like, it's tasted so delicious. So just stir this nicely. You can pour this into your jug, your bottles, and transfer it into your fridge, but I'm just going to enjoy mine right now immediately. I don't have any patience to wait. So I just added some ice into a cup and I'm pouring in my zobo into it. So please like this video if you haven't liked, and also subscribe. So delicious. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.